Hey, it's Aaron from GameEnthus.com, and today I'll be talking about way too many cats. No, not that way too many cats.
But we get the cats out of the way, it won't be too bad.
Actually, according to the will, the cats own the house. You'd be their tenants.
No, I'm talking about this way too many cats. Way Too Many Cats is a card/tile placement and set collection game being designed by Carla Kopp and being published by Weird Giraffe Games. Despite what I might say later on in this video, it is playable from 1 to 4 players right now. In Way Too Many Cats, players are going to be taking on a role as someone running their own cat/kitten adoption agency, where players are going to be trying to score the most points by placing certain cats and kittens away from each other, adjacent to each other, and by collecting sets of kittens. Don't be deceived. Way Too Many Cats is as competitive as it is cute. Let's get into the detail. So these are going to be the major components in Way Too Many Cats. You're going to have 6 different player boards, which represent each player's cat adoption agency with 16 spaces. It's going to also remind you what the different cat and kitten types are at the top there, and the different toy types. There's 7 different types of kittens and cats, and there's going to be 3 types of toys. Keep in mind that this is a prototype copy, so a lot of the artwork, maybe even rules and things like that, and components will be subject to change, so just bear that in mind. Boards, player guides, they are double-sided, which I like because they tell you what to do on your turn, but they also give you a scoring summary, which is nice. In addition to the player boards and reference cards / player guides, you're going to have a pretty healthy deck of cat cards. If you look here on the right side, look at the cards, the yellowish background. These are called starter cats. Every player would get a starter cat to begin the game, and most of them are just going to score based on just placing them onto your board. However, there are some exceptions. Starter cat number 8 and starter cat number 9 are going to score 3 points, not for placement. They're going to score 3 points based on providing that cat a particular toy. The 3 toy types: scratching posts, the fishing line toy, and cat beds. Cats like their toys, and so do people. Where am I going with this? I have no idea. So starter cat 9 wants a scratching post. Starter cat 8 wants a bed. Get that cat a bed. If I have not mentioned it earlier, I'll be remiss if I did not. Winning the game is contingent upon having the most of these star points. As you see, they're victory points essentially. If you focus your attention here, these cards are the cat cards, and I just picked a subset of them just kind of show you how they work. So if you look at Cinnamon will score you 2 points if you provide Cinnamon the fishing pole type cat toy. Rocco will provide you 3 points only if Rocco is placed in the upper left and right corners of your cat adoption agency board. Lucky will provide 2 points if you provide Lucky a cat bed. Schrodinger, yes, you gotta have Schrodinger, who is clearly alive and well. Not that happy though, but alive. Schrodinger will deduct 5 points from your score if you place them in what seems to be the overwhelming majority of your board. The only safe spot for them is the other corners. So basically the pink just means if you place this cat in the pink areas, the effect to the left of it is what will happen. If Schrodinger is placed in one of those 12 spots, they're going to lose 5 points for you. The trade-off is that Schrodinger is also a black cat, a white cat, a brown cat, and an orange cat all in one. Sort of the trade-off there. Schrodinger is going to be able to allow you to score up to 4 times because they have elements of each type of cat. Hence why you cannot place them anywhere. Mittens works pretty much the same way as Schrodinger. And then we have Callie here. Callie has 2 scoring conditions. One is Callie will score you a single point for providing them a scratching post. The other is a single point for putting them down in the lowest row on your board. If you place them elsewhere, you don't lose any points. You just wouldn't gain any. And then this entire bag is full of these tokens here. I already mentioned that there's 3 toys: a scratching post, the fishing pole toy thing, and then the cat bed. In addition to that, there are 7 different types of kitten tokens. You have the gray, the orange, the brown. Is that Siamese? It's like a little snack icon on them. A white cat, a collar, and then the black cat. Kitten tokens can be collected in sets, meaning if you collect a full set of all 7, you get 15 points. If you also collect 4 of any individual type of kitten, you get 8 points. So there's a set collection aspect going in addition to the card / tile placement going on your actual board. There's a trade-off though. For every kitten you have not on your board that is not in a complete set or a set of 4 of the same, you will lose 2 points at the end of the game. So as you're playing the game, you are going to be amassing different tokens, and you have to make decisions on, should I keep going for a full set of all different ones, maybe multiple sets of 4 of the same, or players do have the option of spending up to 3 toy tokens, basically just putting them back in the bag, I believe. And what they'd be able to do is start building a kitten habitat, meaning they could take up to 4 kittens, not all at the same time. You can put 1 down. What that means is a kitten habitat would consist of one of these spaces with no cat card on it that could have up to 4 different kittens, which can also help you not to lose points from kittens that are not in sets, and can also score points because some of the kittens have different scoring abilities based on how many different types of kittens they're adjacent to and things like that. So the game kind of works that way. I would also be remiss if I did not show the scoring sheet. So as you can see, there's a lot going on here. You would score every type of cat, sets of 7 different kittens, 4 of the same, kittens that are not part of either one of these, adjacency points, toy points, placement points, total. So this is a scoring sheet. It's used for scoring. Let me set it up and run you through a couple of turns and show you how it works. This is what a setup might look like. The first player is over here in purple. Second player is going to have the blue board, and each player has a starter cat. They would just place this anywhere they want. Let's say they place theirs here and they place theirs here. Purple player will have the first player marker. Your turn is fairly simple. What you do on your turn depends on what you do with the tokens. So if you take the smallest amount of tokens, then you can take any 2 cat cards and place them immediately. If you decide to take the second highest amount of tokens, you would be able to choose any 1 cat card from up here. This is also called the cat alley. I did not mention it earlier. This is the cat alley. And if you take the most tokens on your turn, you are only able to take the rightmost card here. Before player 1 makes a decision, it will probably behoove me to explain what the scoring conditions are, which will inform the decisions that I make. Players will score 2 points for any white cat found anywhere on their entire board. Not kittens, just cat cards on their board. Orange cats would score 2 points for every orange cat or kitten that they're adjacent to with no cap. So an orange cat would score 2 points for a cat or kitten that is orthogonally adjacent. Diagonals don't count. A black cat would score 1 point for every cat or kitten color that is adjacent to them, for a max of 4. So the black cats are kind of capped off at 4 points. So the brown cats would score between 3 and 18 points for every adjacent group of 2, 3, 4, or 5 cats or kittens. You're probably wondering, how can you have 5 things adjacent if diagonals don't count? That's because if you have a kitten habitat that has at least 1 brown kitten in it, it counts as 5, not 4. I'm probably going to want to get Rex. But the thing about Rex, I can only place Rex in the corners. I cannot place Rex. I will lose 5 points if I don't place Rex in the corners. So it's not the end of the world, but I do want to get some toys in and start getting tokens to collect sets off of my board. And then if I need the help in order to score more points, maybe next to a brown cat, or if I don't have full sets, I'm gonna need to make kitten habitats. I'm saying a lot of things. I'm going to pick the second highest amount. So I will just put the toy here and just place that kitten token there. Because I chose the second highest amount of tokens, I get to pick one card from any of the cards in the cat alley. I'm going to take Catastrophe. As you can see, Catastrophe is an orange, black, and white cat all rolled into one. So I'm going to place Catastrophe. I have to place Catastrophe here or I lose 2 points. So I'm going to place Catastrophe right there and then move these down and draw another one. And then you would just place one additional token in each pile. So now the first one has 2, second one has 1, and now that one has 4. On to player 2. I probably do want to getting 2 toys is probably good. 1 toy, because my starter cat actually could use a cat bed, and I can earn 3 points from there. And then just a toy to keep in case for placement of another cat. I also want to have a decent number of toys because I can always trade in 3 to build a kitten habitat. So I'm going to take this pile here, which is kind of a lot, and I'll just put them like this, like that. I'm going to place this toy on top of my starter cat, which guarantees 3 points right there. And then this toy is just gonna stay here. Now, because I took the one that had the most, I have to choose the rightmost cat card. So I'm going to choose Rex and put Rex right here, because if I put Rex anywhere else, I would lose 5 points, and we don't want that. And those are how turns essentially work in Way Too Many Cats. The end of the game is triggered once someone has populated their entire board. So once all 16 spots are populated, that triggers the end of the game. Every player is ideally supposed to get the same number of turns. So if the first player triggers the end of the game, the second player can still take their final turn. Your board and score might look something like this. At the end of the game.
Now, do you have any pets?
Way Too Many Cats. And that was some more detail on what Way Too Many Cats has to offer. I recommend you back it. The link is in the description. Freeman also recommends that you back it. That's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Be blessed.